What's up, Doc Sports? It's me, Detroit Lenny, here, joined with Griffin, Murphy, Tony, George. You know what that means? It's Tuesday, folks. We are live and in full effect. Doc's Daily, 1 o'clock Eastern, Monday through Friday, Saturdays, 11 a.m. We got not a lot to talk about, right? I mean, we got two huge playoffs.
Who's playing Sunday night in the NFL, Lenny?
I haven't checked the schedule yet. I'm still watching meaningful baseball, Kansas City Royals. So with the only baseball team left on this panel, I'm the only fan left with a team on this panel. We got two baseball games. We got hockey. We do have a couple NHL games, three NHL games. Which decent games too, by the way, other than the Florida Chicago Blackhawks game. But I actually like the other two. But it's the beginning of the season. Tread lightly. You know what I mean? Don't dip your toe in the water, see how she feels.
And even though it's a gracious entry, he still kicked you in the balls, Griffin. He slammed another Chicago team.
I can't stand Blackhawks, bro.
Tony, this is just a never-ending scenario with me, man. I've got to deal with the Bulls, the Blackhawks, the White Sox, the Bears. Give me a break, for Christ's sake. I know. Take the Panthers on the puck line tonight. I don't bet hockey the first week of season. That's the only play on the board that I'd absolutely drill.
Yeah,
that's fair. Tread lightly.
I let the dust settle. You wait a week. It's just like baseball. I never play the opening day. Mm-hmm. You let the rotation go through, starting rotation once. You get the bullpens, see where they're at, what kind of identity they have the first week. This, that, and the other, and then you dive in.
I'm more excited from just the other games. I think that Avs Kings game tonight, the late hockey game. I think that's going to be a good game. Yeah, I'm not saying I got any action, a whole lot of action or anything.
It's a triple header on ESPN tonight.
Yeah, that final game. They're
carrying all three. I'm going to watch that late game.
Yeah,
for sure. So
and we know
I think that's a good matchup too. Avs and the Kings.
Kings getting plus value at home. One of the best teams at home all season last year. That one for me, that was why I was like, no, I don't want.
Yeah, I want to see. Right, is the trend continued to this year? We'll see. I mean, the Avs are a better team, but we'll see. On paper, everything is this, that, or whatever. But
it might go over 6. I hope to see a little bit of a shootout there. It might be.
I mean, from a fan standpoint, that's all I want to see is goals. I hope this game ends up 5-4 and 3 overtimes. You know what I mean?
That's the biggest thing with these totals, especially in these games. There's no way to predict these. Total 5.5 with the Blackhawks, 6.5 with the Penguins, 5.5 again with the Kings. There's really these are probably the most profitable plays, I would say, in my eyes, is just drilling totals because the bookmakers really don't necessarily know. It's kind of like one of those early line emerging markets where you can attack it. There's a lot more value there, I would say, instead of getting ripped apart on a juiced play like -225, -280 with the Rangers and Panthers. Your best way is going with the total in this if you're playing hockey tonight.
Right.
Those puck lines early too, these big heavy favorites, you want to look at the +1.5. If you can get a decent number. I mean, the number one rule, Robert Ferringo, who put together a nice little he does the newsletter and he also does some mailers for docs in terms of introducing a season where everybody gives a little tip on handicap and NHL. And one of the best ways to go about it is look for reasons every day to take underdogs. I mean, you really have to in the NHL look at those goalie statistics, backup goalie statistics. Sometimes they go, you got to fade in the backup goalies. And hell, a lot of times he's got better numbers than the starter in terms of save percentage. I mean, you really need to do it's only 3 or 4 key things you really need to look at in the NHL before you can find an edge. It's not like having to turn over 50,000 things in baseball or football or, even the NBA or college basketball. And we're off back-to-back winning seasons of over 60% each of the last 2 years in hockey. And I've been doing that very simplistic, low volume, cherry picking 3 and 4 unit picks. And, that's how you approach it. I mean, if you want, you got to think long-term. I think I had like 14 or 15 top picks the entire season last year. Those will play over 4 units. Of course, going with my theme all the time of not uncorking everything, but flat bet it and low volume and pick and choose your spots.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, if these 3 games were played in January, I'd be all over them. I'd be all over all 3 of them.
Chalk line, Rangers.
Panthers in regulation, the Rangers in regulation, Colorado and the Kings. I'd sprinkle money on the draw. I'm a draw better.
Yeah.
Okay. A small draw better, guys. I've made income on this on, like, if you're $100 better, I won't say like a half unit, but like a $50 bill on a draw. A draw play is usually, meaning they're going to go into overtime. You're going to get that a lot in hockey too. Even matchups, you'll see the draw. You'll get that at price plus 300, 280 to 330, right in that range, depending on the games. Maybe sprinkle here and there, nice payoffs. Not saying look for them all the time, but sometimes games sides are very sharp numbers. Yeah. You know what I mean? The side bet. You know what I mean? But you got to get a little, like Tony says, get a little creative.
Yeah, and those draws come, especially low scoring teams.
Yeah,
a lot of overtime games.
Grind it out.
Get a draw in there for like plus 220. On that, it's worth the stab.
Yeah, and there's always the best way that I picked up last season on my approach going into this, the 60-minute 3-way money line regulations as well. Those are very key. Those are very profitable and something that if you guys are on my packages this season, I will be throwing out a lot of those this season. They're extremely profitable. Just have to win in regulation. And when you got these chalk lines at minus 225, that's more like a minus 145 in regulation, which is a very fair valued play, I would say, in my eyes, with the Rangers here tonight.
Yeah. I don't hate that. I don't hate the Rangers on the in regulation 60-minute. But I'll tell you, I've been betting that years, right? And I thought it was for our guy Craig Trapp, right? Years ago in another life when he hired me and we started working together, and I was telling him I'm like, yeah, I'm a hockey bettor, just shooting shit kind of thing. And I'm like, he goes, what kind of bets you bet? And I was telling him, and he's going, yeah. He goes, you're the only other guy I know that does that. I go, that's probably 8 out. If I have 10 bets in hockey a week, the 8 of them are probably in that. Yeah. I'm looking for sharp edges there. You can get that some plus money, stuff like that. But yeah, so
they grew on me in the postseason last year. That's when I really came to fruition with those things. They came very valuable, plus value as well. But yeah,
look at that. And 2 baseball games, boy. I'll tell you what. Nobody said it'd be easy. Tigers.
I put out your Tigers Day on the free play video.
Don't do it.
I know you put the thumbnail up. You love putting up the Tigers when Tony's on them.
I had to put the thumbnail up. When I was making the thumbnail this morning, I was like, I was like, if I watch this video and he's on the damn Seattle Mariners, I'm not making this thumbnail. I'm like, and then I watched it. I gave it a thumbs up and everything.
I like Gilbert. Gilbert on the road, 4.74 ERA. Not all that good on the road. He gives up a lot of home runs.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1.9 home runs per 10 innings on the road. I mean, I'm not in love with your pitcher today by any means,
Jack.
But 3.47 ERA his last 5. He's made it respectable down the stretch a little bit. And of course, you got a guy with almost a 5 ERA. Bear in mind that the Tigers are number 7 in Major League Baseball in scoring runs at home of 4.9 runs a game. And so if this one here might even sneak over the total.
That's where I'm at.
I feel like if the Tigers win, it goes over.
Yeah, me
Agreed.
too. Me too.
Okay, then we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, because after this game, I'm heading to my local watering hole, as Tony likes to call them.
Yeah, hell yeah. I hit mine last night and watched this freaking debacle.
I hit one last night.
I found a new Griff. You haven't been to Kansas City, but I found a new watering hole.
Oh man.
No, it's 5 minutes from my other one.
Okay.
And here's the deal.
They know you're cheating on them?
They said I went in there and I discovered it. A friend told me about it. And so I go in there and I walk in the door, and it was Wednesday of last week. And she said, "Oh, you're new. I haven't seen you here before." And it's a nice little dive bar. It's a little better class of loser than the other one I'm in. And anyway, I go in there and she goes, "You're here on Whiskey and Wing Wednesday." I go, "Well, what's Whiskey and Wing? Well, what's Whiskey and Wing Wednesday?" And she goes, 14-ounce plastic cup, Evan Williams plus any mixture you want, and $1 wings, and the drinks are $2.75.
Wow.
And then she starts pouring it like this, talking to me. Kept talking, just kept pouring. And then she set it down. I go, "Is that the standard drink?"
Hold on, dude. You got my attention now.
Yeah, attention.
You had me at whiskey and wings.
Yeah, $2.75, 3 drinks. I was talking to dead relatives. I had 6 wings. I get out of there. Fortunately, my wife was with me. She wasn't feeling all that well, so she only had one drink, and then she switched over to like Diet Coke. I walked out of there hammered, out of my mind, full of wings. My bar tab was $17.40.
Oh, God.
I looked at him, I go, "You're my newest, bestest friend of all time."
Was this a VFW or a...
No, it's called and get this deal. It's called the Thirsty Gnome. You can look it up on Facebook.
Yes, I'm looking it up right
the
now.
Thirsty Gnome.
Do they have a franchise?
And then last night it said, "Nomies for Mahomies for Nomies night." They had the $1 wing special last night. They're usually closed on Monday. They opened up, so we went down and watched that friggin' debacle.
Oh, terrible, man.
Brutal. Nice place, Tony.
I think this is when the Chiefs turn it around.
We got live music on the weekends.
Oh, man, franchise. Come to Vegas, but like the suburbs, like Centennial.
Yeah, no kidding. So
don't
anyway,
go to Vegas.
Let's talk about it, Lenny. Why is Kansas City laying 2.5 points in that game on the opener? They're sitting at 2.5 right now. Yeah, there it is. There it is. We'll talk about Griffin's team and the debacle revisited, the Hail Mary pass in 2024 that really kickstarted Washington's season on the big playoff run last year when they came out and kicked your ass, by the way, but I won't go there right now. We'll concentrate on Griffin's game. Then they got to go back out there catching 4.5. But Kansas City, what are you doing laying points? This is not their year. They're not probably going to win that division this year. It's not their year, dude.
I think this is when all the doubters become doubters, and this is when the Chiefs turn the corner and start winning games right now. I have to be honest. Watching them on Monday Night Football, no, they don't look the same by any means. They're not poised offensive line, and their pass game is not the same that it's been. But at the same time, dude, this is the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, I mean, come on. I know right now they're 1-4 to start the season. This team's going to turn it around, and the schedule, I believe, gets easier if I'm not mistaken. And they haven't had it easy to start.
They're 2-3, by the way. Settle down.
Yeah.
They're 2-3.
2-3. Don't get them upset. I
mean, if you'd have told me they went on the road on a Monday night and put up 28 points, Mahomes had over 300 yards passing, Worthy had 7 catches, Kelsey had 6, name the score, I go 28-20. No.
Yeah.
Didn't happen that way. Pick 6
on the Jaguars
there at the end. Man, what a mess.
I don't think the Jaguars
was not sold on the Jaguars, but last night kind of made me, I don't know, maybe this is the kind of win that they need to spark them, the Jaguars. But Kansas City, their losses, to be fair, what if we look back at the season? I think the Chargers are better than maybe whatever, at least Harbaugh. So that game 1, I could see that loss. Philadelphia is a good team, so you lose that. You lose to a Super Bowl contender. Right. Jacksonville could end up being a good team. You lose to another good team. You beat New York. You beat Baltimore, who's broken. Baltimore's broken. The Lions are a good team, but have been known to just drop the ball, so to speak. And I love that this is in Kansas City. For you, the Lion, for me as well, because I actually feel like we play better on the road. Well, I feel like we're not as prepared at home. We're a little too lighthearted. We sleep in because we have a shorter drive, because we're sleeping in our own bed the night before. Where when we're on the road, we're all amped up the whole time. There's no sleep. It's all run through the wall, 5-hour energy drinks, salt sticks. We're just let's go. You know what I mean? The whole 9 yards on the road. But this line screams the Lions. The public will be all over the Lions. I took the Chiefs.
We're gonna.
I took the Chiefs -1.
Me and my local posse are going to round up a bunch of street girls with chlamydia and send them down to the Lions hotel lobby the night before the game. See if we can get them.
I mean, we're from Detroit, so a lot of those guys already have penicillin with them.
Just like they're at home.
Just to throw this out there, Patrick Mahomes is 91-26 during primetime games this season. This is a Sunday night game once again.
Yeah.
That's
Jared Goff as a Lion. I'm pretty sure he's undefeated on primetime games.
Money line.
I don't know I forgot what the over was on that. You might want to see
1.5.
How much?
I don't care if it's 78.5. I'm taking over.
Yeah, it's going to probably be an overplay if anything. I'm not going to lay 2.5 with Kansas City. If you could stick them in a teaser with somebody on what's the other Monday night game? There's two.
Buffalo and Atlanta.
Huh?
Buffalo, Atlanta, Chicago, and Washington.
Oh yeah, you take Detroit and Atlanta in a teaser.
3.5.
Detroit plus 8.5 through 3 through 6 through 7, and then Atlanta. Buffalo ain't all that.
No,
I had New England in a contest pick. They hadn't beaten anybody, and their defense is just.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Atlanta had that one debacle. But
I'm leading Bijan Robinson.
I'm on the Bears against the Commanders.
What do you think Bijan's going to do to that run defense of the frickin' Bills?
Nuts. I hate to say that. You want your primetime teaser? Your Lion is the Lions and Chiefs. It's the Atlanta Falcons. Like I said, I take the Bears. The Bears will be in this game. They're probably a live dog against Washington. I think the Bears are a live dog against Washington. Jaden Daniels comes back. He wins that game. They're all on a high. I'm looking for the
Chargers, by the way. What was that?
I was so high on
the running back.
Dude. I don't know what's going on.
And how about my boy? I keep talking about him. He bit me over the table and gave me the old P. Diddy treatment. But nonetheless, Baker Mayfield does it again. I had Seattle for a 7 uni. Their defense was highly rated. Their defense never got off the frickin' bus. And Mayfield, every win they've had have been within 2 minutes. And he just continues. I've said it on this show. I'll say it again. If you gave me one quarterback right now that's playing in the NFL, it wouldn't be Mahomes. It wouldn't be Allen. It wouldn't be Lamar Jackson. If I needed to win with 2 minutes left in the game, who do I want? I want Baker Mayfield with the ball in his hands. He does it.
He's a closer, dude. He closes.
Man, he's 100% a closer. For those of you that have ever worked in a phone room, in a call center, he's the guy you're waving to come in and close your deal.
That's right.
Okay, my car salesman guys, he's the guy that you go, hold on, let me go get somebody to talk to. He's the guy that comes in and puts pen to paper. You walk out with a payment after you talk to that guy.
That's right.
Baker Mayfield is meant to close deals. If he doesn't own car dealerships, he's already missed out on marketing.
He's like Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street when he sells Aerotine Industries at the
Aerotine
in the phone room.
Yeah. And what was it? Steve Madden shoes. He's dumping his shoes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's talk to the chat. Joe Beef, I see your comments. I'm glad you guys got it all sorted out, you and Wade, when you called in. So good. He likes the Blackhawks plus 1.5. It's early hockey. I wouldn't be surprised.
Since he just traded Flacco, is that accurate?
What? Who said that?
Travis.
Hold on. Oh, which NHL team?
That can't be accurate. I was just watching something on him this morning.
Hold on a minute. Breaking news.
Breaking news is right. Is that real?
Hold on. I'm looking it up right now. I got to go to my source of all information. Twitter.
I think he's messing with us. I'm not seeing anything. Breaking news: Bengals trading for Joe Flacco. It's real. He did. Blockbuster trade with the Browns.
Oh,
I
no
thought
shit.
somebody might want to pick up Kirk Cousins. I thought he might be on the
God,
list.
why hasn't he moved yet?
I don't know. I thought maybe
The
he
money?
would.
Damn, he's got a big
Yeah, they
price
got to absorb that salary cap. They paid him $100 million for $110 million for 3 years, and then
Hold
somebody's
on.
got to eat the $33 million. That's why they can't. That's why they can't freaking move him.
Yeah, that's why the guy from Phil.
Who are you talking about?
Minnesota.
Talking about Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. Thank you. God, I could pick Michigan State.
I mean, you know, he could go in and help him. I mean, he definitely could up their interception rate.
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Hold on. I made that video. I'm gonna play it every time. Travis, good job on Travis's part. I'd like to say we broke this story, but that's false. Travis Fontaine.
I like that name, Fontaine.
Commenter, thank you. Cincinnati just traded for Joe Flacco.
Travis Fontaine, super lock of the millennium. This weekend only. I can hear it. I can see it now. It's got a nice ring to it.
It does.
And I wonder how that's going to affect that line. They're getting 15 points at Green Bay. You think that'll what's he going to do with basically 4 days to prep, not knowing the playbook?
Nothing.
It's Flacco, man. This guy lives for this.
No.
Maybe take a look at the under. You know,
I mean,
Green Bay,
38
nothing. 38-7. What is that?
44 and a half. 44 and a half total.
Yeah, I'd play the under right now because it's going to drop down 42 on that key number pretty quick.
I'd also probably hammer Green Bay if you're watching this live right now at minus 14 and a half. I would. That's at home in this one. Yeah.
I see 44 even That's right now.
Obvious.
For total, yeah. Shit's moving.
Shit's
moving as we talk, folks.
Nick the Pan. Oh, he's on NHL. Oh, thanks for jumping on, Joe. Huge weekend. 4-0. Got the booms out, brother.
Kansas State, yeah.
We talked about this on baby. I told you on Kate. Well, I had this, I had the 6 uni on the Navy game going over, which was easy money. Mm-hmm. Navy Air, that was my top pick. I had a good day in college football. I needed one. And but Griffin told me about that K-State. He was going 7 uni on it on Friday. I said, who's your 7 unit? So I dropped a nickel on him. I got to looking at it. I thought, blah, 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 blah. And I did a lean on a video on K-State anyway. And somebody came in the comments section, goes, why the hell are you taking Kansas State? They're absolutely horrible, blah, blah. The second I read that, I go, that's the right side right now.
Exactly why I'm on K-State. Yeah. We talked about that, I think, Thursday, Friday, or whatever. Somewhere he was like, yeah, I'm K-State. I'm like, ooh, I love when I'm on it. And then you guys are like, yeah, I got a big play. I like it there. I was like, hell yeah. And I'm like, you don't have to tell me why. I already know why. I already bet it too.
How about those
breakouts for Letty?
How about those Penn State Nittany Lions?
Dude, what the hell happened?
Brutal.
How do you lose outright?
I thought he only lost the big games.
Dude,
nobody told him.
It's not even, dude. That was terrible. I mean, terrible across all cylinders. Your defense allows 45 points. Dude, and Drew Allar, I'm so sick of hearing about this quarterback. I've been watching this kid since he started. He dressed up with this Penn State team. This kid is not an elite quarterback. People were talking about him being a Heisman runner-up this year. Yeah, I've been watching this kid throw picks his entire career, missing guys 10 yards short, 10 yards over. And again, he's coached by James Franklin. Just a bad centerpiece for both of them.
Can we stop with the Archie Manning love too?
If you're not thinking the top 2 teams in the country right now are Miami and Texas Tech, there's something wrong with you. Texas Tech bought themselves a football team. They spent more money in the portal than anybody. Ohio State was a close second, but they spent more money. They bought them. Scott Sprecher and I talked about this on the Vegas Beat. Their coach was rated second from bottom as being in terms of coaching strength of teams in the Big 12. You don't need to be a good coach that team. They're loaded. I had them against Houston. I laid it. I had no problem. I'll probably lay it again this week. That is an unbelievable football team right now. If they stay healthy, they're in the hunt.
I overlooked them. I had a 7-unit. My only 7-unit top play loss in college football this season was back when they played Utah at Utah, and they just absolutely rolled the piss out of them. That's when I realized this Texas
we were on
Tech
that game
for real. But I did want to ask you, Tony, what are your thoughts on Carson Beck with Miami?
He's just
not to throw any curveballs. What
he's just revived his entire career.
Yeah. You like him in Miami?
Revived it. I mean, it just, you know what? The thing about Miami, which helps any quarterback, they have one of the best offensive lines in college football.
Yeah.
I mean, and their defensive line is top 10 too. I mean, they are winning the war in the trenches and just moving people around. And as the further it goes into the game, the more dominant those lines become. And you're seeing teams, when they're playing them, just fold, especially late. They just can't do anything against them. And Beck for Heisman, he was a long shot at like plus 580 or something. Yeah. I heard somebody touting him earlier this year based on the fact, a matter of fact, it was Circa Contest weekend, based on the fact Chuck Edel, who's a really well-known college football handicapper, he won the Friday Night Invitational down at Circa last year, or the thing that Visa Matt Humans promotes every year. He was talking about, he said, this guy's going to shine because that line is NFL quality.
Sure.
So if he's got anything left in the tank, he's going to look maybe better than he actually is, because he's going to have all day to throw the ball. And of course, he's surrounded by weapons. So.
And the other thing with the Miami team, and Tony, you pretty much covered it. You said that's the most full, I would say. I can't use your exact words. I can't come to, but their coaching is crazier than any other team I've seen in college football. Yeah. You look at the sidelines of this team, they're more jacked up than the actual players. Just a fully put together team from core position to core position. Very good and very impressed with Miami. And I will say, after this most recent matchup, I realized they're better than I expected. And Florida is also better than I expected. 2 weeks ago, I watched Miami and Florida square off in that matchup. I ripped apart DJ Lagway, quarterback for Florida. But now, after this week has settled, Florida's actually better than I thought, and Miami's way better than I thought.
But he looked better than Manning. He looked better than Manning. Now, Manning, he's done. I mean, I always thought he's an above-average quarterback, but he's not either one of his family guys. And
did Tony freeze?
I think.
Hi, guys. Free play. I hit 2 out of 3. I hit a couple of leans on that card, but including the K-State that Griff was all over. But I thought Texas's defense.
Tony's cutting out.
He is. Damn it. He was just about to give us the winner.
I know.
How does that work, Tony? How does that work? How do you do that? It's like, here, I got something for you.
He's got his claw. There he is.
There you are. There you are. Are you back?
You there?
You froze?
Yeah.
All right. Go to the Texas defense.
You froze for a second. You were about to give us the free pick winner, and then you froze.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, I decided to let you go to the website and pay $37.50 for
Oh,
it.
you son of a. See how he is? See how he is, folks?
Now you're not getting it. If you got
a weird internet connection. We got a weird internet connection today.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sketchy too. It's out of StreamYard
over here.
Yeah, it's it's 75 and sunny here in Vegas. It's wonderful weather for baseball games.
Freezing and raining in Kansas City.
Yep, raining here too. Terrible.
I wonder what the weather's like in Detroit for this baseball game.
I would assume not very well. I don't think the Midwest is doing too well right now when it comes to weather, but that's a 308 game.
A little rain, 68 and drizzling in Detroit. It says 68 and drizzling.
Well, that's Seattle's backyard every day. So,
Yeah, I know. That's worries. I worry about the over in that game then with the whatever, but
get them to come in. I got the late game, and looks like the Brewers are going to be the team to beat in baseball in general right now. Toronto putting up a massive amount of runs. It's going to be an interesting World Series, that's for sure, no matter who lands there.
I'm on the late game as well. Coming off a win with the Brewers last night. They look good. Vaughn tees up a 3-run bomb, down 3. Vaughn was the biggest pickup that Milwaukee Brewers team could have ever made. And with the White Sox, this bastard's batting 150. He gets traded to Milwaukee. He's the best player in baseball. Dude, every one of the White Sox players are pitching in the postseason. They're the star players in their freaking lineups. I'm so done with baseball, man. And I'm done. Go.
That's fair.
At least you have no bitterness.
Tony, it has ruined the fun for me. I'm over here rooting for the Cubs. I'm like, yo, we need something.
I'm over here rooting for the Cubs. That's when you know you've hit rock bottom.
I've lost
yeah. How about being a Philly fan? I mean, do you got to blow up Philly? Do the Phillies just blow it up?
That's
because it ain't working.
I had a 7 unit on them.
Game 1.
I had a 7 unit on them. Game of the month, the opening night against LA. Love that setup. Up 3-0 in the 5th, and then just absolutely shit down their leg.
Dude, that was when Christopher Sanchez started.
Yep.
6-0 at home with a 1.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
All the stars lined up. I go, that's a 7 uni. It's a short number. I was even thinking about run lining the son of a bitch. How'd that work out?
That's what we know we went off the rails, folks. All right, boys, we're going to jump on out of here. We appreciate everybody stopping by. Hit like, thumbs up button, subscribe. Don't forget about the free $60 account. If you're new to Doc Sports, there's a free $60 account. Link is in the description of the video. You click it, take it right there. You get $60 parked into your account to use whichever way you want. On Tony George, Griffin Murphy, or whichever way they are, and these two knuckleheads, you do you, Pikachu. Use that free 60 however you want.
Gridiron 6-pack tomorrow. I think we went 50-50.
I'm getting there.
This last week. We're going to do that.
Time to keep it going. Upside.
Yep.
Keep it going.
Gridiron 6-pack will be out tomorrow afternoon, Friday. Tony George, Nick Mencken do the Prop Madness, NFL Prop Madness show will be out as well. We got all kinds of things on deck. Good luck, unless you're against us. NHL, playoff baseball. Woo! Let's go. Oh, that's Kings. Okay, I thought that was Irish King, my guy. Good luck.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we are. I'm hanging up now.
Okay.